Hi, it's Stu from 3B, and today I'm going to ask you guys once again your opinion. As ever, I value what you guys think. A lot of you have got some sort of good experience of a lot of gadgetry and a lot of tech stuff, so I always feel it's good to ask what you guys think. Now I've got a dilemma. I'm thinking of upgrading some bits and bobs. Those bits and bobs in question happen to be whether I should upgrade my TV and my surround system. Now I do know I'm going to have to upgrade my surround system because this is unrelated, but I want to get a Cirrus 1 amp, and I want to have my AV amp pass through that and get some different speakers at the front, and they have those for music as well as for movies, whereas at the moment they're kind of disconnected. But that's an aside. So I know that I have to upgrade my AV, and I already have that in mind what that will be, but that's to come. The thing is, do I upgrade my TV or do I go for a 4K projector and get a huge screen and go that way? Because predominantly I tend to watch movies. I watch a lot of movies on Netflix. I buy a lot of movies, and it's something, you know, it's always been a passion of mine. And of course, those of us that have big TVs and surround systems and Atmos systems and what have you predominantly like movies. That's why we're getting it. So with that in mind, I also have to consider the whole sort of application and the logistics of it. I live in the UK, so our houses tend to be an awful lot smaller than what my house was in the US. Pretty much where I was in the US, the house I had was twice the size as what I got in the UK, but property prices in the UK are pretty much 3 times that than what they are in the US, give or take, depending on where you are. So because of that, and because we're a small island and we've got little room and we're all kind of standing like this together all the time, we have to live in much smaller properties, and as a result the living room tends to be smaller, which doesn't make it ideal for sort of projector screens. As a result of that, I didn't want to go for a short throw projector or one of those ones that can go really close up and then fire up. I wanted, you know, because those are really expensive on 4K. I'm not even sure they do one. But I didn't want to spend a fortune, so I've been looking at the Optoma UHD60, which we can see here. The other thing that we have to consider is that not only am I limited by sort of the size as to where I am, and I'm thinking that I'll have the projector sort of attached to the ceiling and then have that drop down, is the fact that it's going, the projector won't stay in its position all the time, and it kind of will have to be off center from where it will be projecting from. So it'll have to have some sort of good means of lens shift with keystoning, and the Optoma has that. I'm not too sure whether the BenQ has an awful lot of that, and whether it has to be more in front of the screen than it has. Auto vertical keystoning. Okay, so that's just vertical rather than left and right, and so these are the things I need to know, really. So that's the other one I've been looking at, is the BenQ. So really that's not going to be ideal for me, because I know that the projector will be off to the left or to the right of what the screen will be. So kind of looking at the UHD60. So if those of you know whether it would be possible for me to have it sort of slightly off center from the screen, it would be probably 5 feet, no, 3 feet off center, and about 10 feet back, maybe that far back, maybe 8 feet back, and then projecting out that way. that's kind of the room I would have and the table it would be on, and then it would be moved away. So would you be doing that if you were looking to upgrade, or would you then not do that and just upgrade your TV? Considering that I've got a KS8000, I got it this time last year, and I would probably get about $1,000 for it now. It's a 65-inch KS8000. To go, and if I was going to buy another TV, I would have to go even bigger, so I'd have to get a 75-inch, and it would have to be the latest one. So I'm probably going to have to add another, the cost of what a projector to what I would get from the TV. So it's $3,000. With top of the range TVs at that kind of size, there's not a lot of choice, I don't think. And it's whether I really want that. I kind of like the 65-inch size. It's just about right. It's not too in your face. And whereas, projector I would only use for movies, and you kind of want that in your face. So what would you do? What other recommendations do you have, considering that I can pick up the Optoma UHD60 for around about £2,000? Do you know of any others that are coming out that offer me more flexibility and that perhaps don't look as sort of boring like this, really, but it would be tucked away. It would only be brought out for movies and whatnot. So let me know what you think. As ever, I always value your opinion, and let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and of course, whatever path I go down, if I buy anything new and fancy, of course I will share that with you, my thoughts, and do a review, and share the trials and tribulations of installing these things. Okay, thanks again guys, have a great week.